Food not bombs. 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 Food not bombs.
Food Not Bombs started feeding the homeless, there was 100,000 to maybe 200,000 homeless Americans. At this point, the Union of the Homeless feels that there's around 4 million homeless Americans. Harvard School of Public Health claims that there's as many as 6 million homeless people in the United States today. The U.S. Congress claims that by the year 2000, which is coming up pretty soon, that there will be between 18 million and 21 million homeless Americans.
Basically, people think that we should not be political with our food, but we feel the reason that there's a problem with distribution of food is because of politics, because there's definitely more than enough food for everyone. And you can see that we go from warehouse to grocery store to bakery and pick up all the things that don't have a shelf life anymore. And we get that food and take it to people at daycare centers or housing projects or shelters or soup lines all around town. And whatever is left over, we take that food to the streets ourselves, and we provide organic vegetarian food to people that are in need. And this is essential because the people that live on the streets have the most difficult health problems to deal with. They are exposed to the environment and they have no shelter at all, and they need the highest quality food available. And vegetarian food is also very inexpensive. It takes approximately 16 times less energy to create vegetarian food, yet it has the most usable form of protein and nutrients and vitamins available to people. And people living on the street, if they have a healthier diet, then they also will have a healthier outlook on their way of either going to get a job or doing whatever the daily activities are that people on the streets must do. And at the same time, it's very, very efficient way of us getting a large amount of food to people in need. And the basic idea is we drive around every day from produce department to bakery and so on, and we make sure that we arrive at the time that's most convenient for those places. And we take that food and we deliver it at the most convenient times to people in need. So we'll go to like the shelters at exactly when they can handle the food, not when it's most convenient for us. And in that way, everyone feels that we're a very reliable source of food and they can depend upon us and we won't interrupt their daily activity. We'll actually fit in well with them. We're a great savings for the stores that we pick the food up from, because today waste disposal is becoming an incredible problem, and all that food can be saved from, instead of going into the ocean, we get it into the bellies of the people in town. And it's the most complete circuit possible, from taking food that normally would be discarded and making sure every single granule is used. Miso soup, for instance, is one of the key ways that we do that, because the scraps that normally would fall between the cracks of our system, we save all that and we put it into the miso. And miso has the 8 essential amino acids necessary for a full protein. At the same time, it has vitamin B12, and it takes all the toxins out of your body because it just binds with the heavy metals, with the radioactive material. And this process was discovered when monks that ate miso in Hiroshima were found to not have suffered from radiation poisoning. And the U.S. military, in fact, wanted to know, why did these monks survive while all these other people died? And that was because miso was an essential part of their diet. And that's why we make an essential part of the diet of the people on the street, because they're the people that need the best nutrition possible. And you always see people smiling when they leave a Food Not Bombs table.
We, in fact, call our organization Food Not Bombs, so that when you come up to the table, you know our politics. We're in support of food, and we are opposed to bombs. And that goes across the board, any kind of violence. And I'm living proof. What we have done is we've provided free food consistently to soup kitchens and housing projects and daycare centers in both Boston and San Francisco for a long, long time. And particularly in Boston, we started in 1980, and we haven't missed a day since 1980, and we've done it all with their own selling of Food Not Bombs buttons, and with occasional grants, like possibly 3 grants in 8 years so far, of the kind that Hank gave us, Haight Ashbury Neighborhood Council gave us 3 Mondays ago.
The reality is, this neighborhood in the last 5 years has mobilized itself to deal on a voluntary level with the problems of homelessness, with virtually no assistance from City Hall. It was community efforts that created the soup kitchen. It was community efforts that created the family shelter. It has been the community that has supported and sustained services from the Haight Ashbury Alcohol Treatment Service Program that deals with that population to the Haight Ashbury Free Medical Clinic.
Food Not Bombs!
Trial, you know.
Food Not Bombs!
Get my back!
Food Not Bombs!
Slow down! Let's get time!
Because what we are in fact engaged in, darest I say, is a class struggle. And people of our class always have to demonstrate numbers because people of the other class are usually represented on commissions and boards of the city.
Hey, what the hell has the Vietnam War got to do with this thing? Well, it's estimated that 25% of the homeless people in this country are Vietnam-era veterans. And if we could have that $200 billion back they spent on that fucking war, it would solve all our problems in about 5 minutes.
Food, not cops! Food, not cops!
Has to be some kind of action, and at this point it seems to be a political statement on their part rather than a food giveaway issue.
What point do you think they're making?
Well, I have no idea. You'd have to ask them that.
Food, not bombs! Food, not bombs! Food, not bombs! Food, not bombs! Food, not...
Serve free food to a few hungry people. The more you come here, the more we're coming back. So just look around and you watch and you tell me what is more violent. You standing there in the line with a stick or us coming and giving away some food. Or me just staying at home. I wouldn't even come here if you didn't show up and I would just let them serve some food. What's more violent, the line of you with your sticks and the gun on your hip, or a few people giving out some food right here in the Haight, in a public space, and right there, look straight ahead, see the number on the hat in front of you. We got you down.
30 units, would you please respond to
So what's the police department going to do?
How are we going to enforce the law?
Problems are in the city. You want to listen? Drugs? You want to list crime? You want to list the people raped, the women raped, the people killed? And the one fucking thing in the city that the city is not even paying for, that's actually doing something, free food for people with no money. That's what the police send their people out to arrest. Eating about 4 people serving. And we're going to keep coming back because it's a lifestyle choice and you see it happening.
The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching!
Police saving the city from free food!
As soon as we get the shack squad equipped with that, handle the traffic right up.
There's truly cosmic lady, and more people realize the Earth is a school, a training planet, Galaxy Lunatic Asylum. We're about ready to get a second chance.
Food's right. Besides that, it's pretty good.
Anyone coming out there from Southern Station, you know, to 10-7 to come out there. 3.31.
Stand up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
The park is for everybody's use, and this activity draws a lot of what they perceive to be undesirable people.
I was hungry, and I came here to eat peaceably. Park here where they're serving food, and barely filled my belly before the pigs came, blocked off the food table, dragged off the volunteers who were peaceably serving food, and they still surrounded us now. I guess they're against feeding the hungry, because there's nothing else going on here.
You know, Father, we like Jingle Bells.
There are a couple of cops behind them with their billy clubs out. That would make
These were especially good.
Here's the people you're looking for.
You don't represent the Haight.
We are the Haight.
It's never going to be a union.
Everybody here has a responsibility to everybody else here, whether they live here or they don't live here, whether they run a home or a business or they don't. Everybody's got a responsibility.
Tell us how we That's right. They have no house. They want to eat. And what's the matter with feeding?
You have a federal building good for you. We give out food over there good for us.
There's a problem in the project with the dope. Go there. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. And none of you live in the city. None of you live in the city. You live outside the city. Come here with an attitude.
Why can't I talk with this woman?
Because we want to keep temperature. We don't have.
We're neighbors. Why can't we talk with each other?
If there were one, it would be cause to wonder. If there were one, it would be cause to weep. But they are numbered into many thousands. Till there are none, we shall not sleep.
I'm not going to bother them. I'm going to tell them about themselves. You all came here, you know, and the Haight was doing good. Take me on to jail. Freedom of speech. Ridiculous. Why don't you go to the projects to find out where the crime is? The young folks are going downstream because you all got other things to do. And the city is paying you. I hope you rest good tonight. I hope you rest real good tonight.
Eat the rich! Eat the rich! Eat the rich!
Because you're wrong. Because you got a badge and a big old stick and a gun. And so you're supposed to be above everybody else. No, you're not above nobody.
See this? This is where it's legal, when they fucking throw it in the trash can and it's all dirty. Then if the health code doesn't matter.
Eat their food.
This is not just about giving out food to homeless people. This is about political expression. This is about a message that's being communicated in the act of giving out food. And the First Amendment protects not only standing up here and making a speech and handing out a leaflet, it includes protecting symbolic acts like giving out food that are communicating a message. And the city officials haven't seemed to understand that, and the press hasn't seemed to understand it.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. In fact,
Don't let us throw it away! The whole world It's free, really. Believe it or not, this is a free lunch.
Cops at work! Busy fighting crime! Ace, big crime!
Well, all the way to the artist. Go home.
Just check it out. Take this moment. Feel good about yourself. Look around. See what's happening. The more you come back, the more we're coming back. Obviously, the citizens aren't behind you.
We are going to change this world. We are food.com. We are going to change this world. Forever, we're going to change this world.
Other times they just set up a situation where people tried to stop a war and they didn't. A lot of people died. And it's personal responsibility. You, right there, number 1296. When are you ever going to draw the line? Your whole life, are you ever going to say no to it? Are you ever going to feel personally empowered in this job? Or are you going to feel used every day for the rest of your life? You're arresting people and the charges are getting dropped.
Do you have any ethics? What are your ethics if you can stop hungry people from getting food? What is wrong with people trying to give away food? What is wrong with it? Any ideas? You got a brain at all? You just do what you're told as long as you get paid?
You're arrested for handing that out. Fly to your neighborhood. I've never been here. It looks like a great place. A lot of nice people.
It's like a big game. What are they doing? I don't know. They're just holding ground, man. It's like a battlefield.
Left, straight.
Yeah, take those carrots away. Take those carrots away. They're dangerous.
You're squad one.
To what extent will you go, 1570?
Giving away food in the park when a corporation should be giving it to people.
We've been getting support from around the nation of homeless organizations calling us every day saying, keep it up, never give up, do not stop trying to do this. That's the message that we are getting from the homeless across the whole nation, is just do not stop.